Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My message today goes to the government of Turkey. Your Excellency, the President of Turkey, Tayyip Erdogan, the Ambassador of Turkey in Uganda, Your Excellency, Mehmet Fatih Eke, the Foreign Affairs Minister in charge of Africa, Your Excellency Hakim Fidan. This is your message. The gentleman up here is a Ugandan national residing in Turkey. He is a political and human rights activist who uses the internet and the phone for his activism work. He exposes the evil deeds of the government of Uganda. And he has saved a number of lives in Uganda. But right now, his life is at a threat, actually a second threat, because the first threat, he survived it. He was arrested and they wanted to deport him back in Uganda. But he was saved. But this time again, we got an intel that the regime of Uganda is in cooperation with the government of Turkey to make sure that this gentleman, in the names of Fred Lumbuye, is returned to Uganda. And we understand that the government of Turkey and the government of Uganda are in talks to make sure this gentleman is handed over to the government of Uganda. But because this gentleman has extremely exposed the regime, a dictatorial regime of Uganda to the fullest. So we are very sure that once he is returned in Uganda, his life is at stake. He is in trouble. So if you allow this to happen, you are sacrificing a human being, a human rights activist. So I call upon the government of Turkey to never accept this request from the government of Uganda. And I call upon the United Nations. I call upon Amnesty International. I call upon human rights bodies. I call upon the European Union. I call upon the European Parliament. I call upon all human rights bodies world over to rescue this gentleman because his life is at stake. The evil government of Uganda is seriously looking for him and they want him to be returned to Uganda, and they do what they can to make sure his life is finished. He's currently living in Turkey, where he does his activism through the internet. We don't want a second case of Khashoggi to happen in Turkey. So please disregard all the requests by the government of Uganda, specifically the president's son, who want this gentleman dead. So I call upon all human rights bodies to make sure this gentleman is granted safety. Right now, he is a refugee residing in Turkey. So please make sure he is protected. He is not a criminal. He has no any criminal offense. But because he talks about a dictatorial regime of Uganda, they want him dead. It's our responsibility as human rights defenders to make sure we stand in for a comrade whose life is threatened. I beg you to submit.
To the authorities of the Republic of Turkey and to the international human rights bodies, we Ugandans raise serious concerns regarding reports of possible detention, deportation, and politically motivated targeting of Fred Lumbuye, a Ugandan digital, political, revolutionary, and human rights activist who is currently residing in Turkey. And all the reports against him are not criminal in nature, but rather linked to his political expression and civic engagement, because for the past years, Fred Lumbuye is known for online advocacy and criticism of state conduct on matters affecting democracy, human rights, and public accountability. Even though the government of Turkey has all the power and authority to enforce lawful immigration and security measures, the international human rights principles require transparency, being neutral, and prohibit political abuse. We therefore respectfully urge the government of Turkey, the Turkish Immigration and Judicial Authority to protect Fred Lumbuye from any political persecution, from unfair and forced deportation, to publicly disclose charges if any exist, and for Fred Lumbuye to have full, transparent legal proceedings.
Muganda wange kano wokasanga kwongereyo otaase famire yo nfunye credible information omusajja agimpadde okuva munda mu force. Wulira abasajja bateesezza okukwata buli muvubuka nabane oba n'abasajja kiki baagala buli kyumba kitukoze naye era bawulire tebannaba gwe bw'oba badde otambula ekiro obudde nga buziba nabuno obw'okumakya ennyo nga bukya sawa 3:45 nga nabuno obukya ogenda kukola ku makya kabulaza kakasa nti oli mukadde nnyo toli muvubuka toli myaka 35 18 oba sekyo kakasa nti weevuga ogende ate n'oba weevuga bw'obasanga kola bwoti. Abasajja bali mu kukwata naddala mu bitundu by'embalala imbalala buli wali abavubuka mu kuŋŋoonya nti ono bavubuka bali mu kuyoola babatwala Kyankwanzi bataddewo ekifo detention center mu babateeka ebifo bino babadde babitegese kuteekamu ba Ebola n'abalala nkyogedde algorithm ennyambe baba naye America bwe yakikubye ekyo ne bakijjawo kati bamweganye nti Ebola kati bali mu kubakwata lwampaka kibuli. Baganda bange weebereremu bw'oba osobola sokoddeko ne mu kyalo oba sekyo weebake nga nkoko tozuukuka nga nkoko ozi enkoko eba ya mmeka totuulatuula ebyo manya ntuddeko wano ku ludo manya ntuddeko wano manya nga puulu ebyo mu byewale ekiriwo essaawa eno baagala kukwata buli muvubuka basooke babaditeininge ekintu kye baagala okukola mu butuufu kirabika kikulu kirabika muvu gye bagendako tebaagala muvubuka yenna ayinza kwogera wadde ekigambo nooku gitambuze gamba brother wo gamba muganda wo mugambe tatamba omwami wo mugambe mukazi gwala bakatambika mugambe epi talimbangako mugambe mubuulire epi takola propaganda byayogera babi mugambe bituufu yeebereremu atambule nga bukyali akomeye waka nga bukyali tafuluma ku makya nnyo paka ng'ekyosi kimaze okukola ki okuyita. God bless you. Kawe share. Jiwe share.